Okay, hi guys. What we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna review ACEs. Okay, I say it's a review because I know no matter who your English teacher was last year in ninth grade, whether you had Miss Lau or Miss Ababa, you guys definitely have done ACEs. Okay, so let's activate our memories here. What do you remember about ACEs? What does it stand for? What do we use it for? So think about that for a second. Okay. Now, okay, so I hope you got the question right, but well, you eventually had to continue. But ACES stands for answer, cite, evaluate, and summarize. Okay. And what do we use it for? We use it for to answer any type of question that requires us to back up our answers. Okay. So normally the types of questions that we use to answer have at least two sides to it. Well, it has to have at least two sides to it. Otherwise, what are you trying to prove? Okay. So what we don't use ACEs for are your simple basic level 1 questions where it's just facts about what happened in the story or something that you can just answer, like who, what, when, where. Okay? Those kinds of questions have an answer and can be normally just pointed to and found in the text. That's a level 1 question. We do not use ACEs for that. Okay? ACEs is used for when you're required to give evidence for what you believe in or to back up some kind of point. Okay? The first thing, answer. The A is basically answer the prompt. State what you want or what you believe should happen. It needs to be a complete sentence and it needs a forecast. Okay? Let me go and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's think of a random topic. Okay, bananas. Okay, I need to make a question. What do I want to ask? Okay, oh, I know. What fruit is the best? Okay, so for my A, I'm going to say, okay, so for my A, I need to answer the question. Okay, so bananas are the best fruit. Okay, but hold on, I'm not complete yet. Okay, so this is my focus. My focus is that bananas are the best fruit, and I need a forecast. Okay, so I need to put that because in, because they are the sweetest. Okay, so right here, I have my focus, okay, which is bananas are the best fruit. My forecast is that because they are the sweetest. Okay, you don't have to break it down like this. I'm just showing you, I'm just breaking it down to show you. Okay, now next what we have to do is we have to cite evidence. Okay, that's what the C stands for. You need to provide valid evidence for why you believe what you do. Okay, so first of all, your evidence needs to be relevant to your forecast. Okay, your evidence must be relevant to your forecast. Okay, so and you need transition words if you have more than one piece of evidence. Okay, but for this sample, we're only gonna have one piece of evidence. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so I need evidence to prove my forecast. Okay, so now I have to look. What was my forecast again? Oh yeah, because they are the sweetest. So I need evidence proving that bananas are the sweetest fruit. Okay, so here's my very credible evidence coming. So I did research. Okay, according to fruit expert Turnquist, of all the fruits in the world, bananas have the highest sugar content per ounce. Okay, so this is my very credible evidence from this fruit expert. Okay, now that we've done that, what we're going to do is, oops, we're a little back. Okay, so we need to evaluate. This is going to be a little bit different from the evaluation as you know it. Last year you just had one evaluate. Okay, now we're breaking this evaluate into an E1 and an E2. Okay, the reason why we did this is because we've been noticing that students like to paraphrase it. Okay, but then they never get to E2. Okay, so that's why we broke this down. Okay, E2 is what you're used to. Okay, we've added an E1. Okay, so an E1 is you need to paraphrase it. For any direct quotes you use, you need to paraphrase it and put it into your own words. Okay, so let's take a look at our sample. Okay, so E1. Okay, so I need to paraphrase this right here, my evidence. Okay, so what does this imply? Okay, so this means that bananas are the sweetest because they contain the most sugar of all the fruits in the world. Okay, I've paraphrased, I've said in my own words what this means. Okay, now a lot of you tend to stop here. Okay, however, the most important part of your ACEs, okay, is going to be this right here, your analysis, your evaluation tool. Okay, so now this is the so what part. What does your evidence have to do with making you right? Okay, so why are you choosing this evidence? You're connecting it back to your focus. Okay, you're connecting it back to your focus. Okay, so now I need to stop here. Okay, so what was I trying to prove again? Okay, oh yeah, I was trying to prove that bananas are the best fruits. Okay, that's my focus. Okay, so now I need to analyze, so what if they're the sweetest? Okay, so what if all the fruits in the world, they have the highest sugar content? What does this have anything to do with them being the best fruit? Okay, so I am going to say, so I need to maybe create a baseline here. Okay, so the main characteristic of a fruit is that they are sweet. Okay, because that's the reason I think that that's the main characteristic of a fruit, is that they're sweet. Okay, so now, so I still didn't quite get there. So what? Okay, because bananas are the sweetest, it means that it is the best at being a fruit. That doesn't really sound right. Okay, so I'm going to need to reword this. Because bananas are the sweetest, this proves that they are the... Okay, so I'm running into problems here. This is exactly what's going to happen to you guys too when you go through this. It's not just going to be simple where it comes to you. Okay, the main characteristic of a fruit is that they're sweet. Okay, bananas are the sweetest in the world, proving it is the best at being a fruit. Okay. Or something like this. Okay, so bananas are the sweetest in the world, proving that it's the best at being the fruit, being a fruit, since sweetness is the main, sweetness is what people look for in a fruit. Okay, so the main characteristic of a fruit is that they are sweet. Let's reread this. Bananas are the sweetest in the world, proving it is the best at being a fruit, since sweetness is what people look for in a fruit. Okay, so yeah, I think that works. I think I've connected it. So what is it being, why is being sweet have anything to do with why they are the best? Okay, so we've established that the main characteristic of a fruit is that they are sweet. Okay, that's why people eat fruits, because they're sweet. Okay, okay. So the last thing, okay, is your summarizing statement. Okay, this is basically just an anchor. This is simple. Okay, it's going to remind reader of your claim and transition to signal the end. Okay. Over here, I want you to make a note. Do not use the word because. Okay? If you use the word because, you're going to tend to ramble and repeat your whole paragraph. Okay? So, for our S, okay, so this is supposed to remind the reader of my focus. Okay? What is my focus? Oh, yeah, bananas are the best fruit. Okay? So, I need a transition word though. So, overall, this proves that bananas are the best fruits. The best fruit. Okay? Okay. So, that's it for the sample. Okay, I've done a walkthrough. What you're going to do right now, okay, what you're going to do right now is I want you to take this very credible paragraph. Okay, so the prompt was, is Miss Itamoto beautiful? Okay, what I want you to do here is I want you to break this down in your head. So which is the A? Which is the C? Do we have an E1? How about an E2? Where is that? Okay, which is our anchor. Okay, so pause this video until you have figured it out all in your head. Okay, once you've identified all the parts, unpause this video. Okay, so let's see if you got this correct. The A answer, Miss Itamoto is beautiful because her face is symmetrical. We have our focus, which is here, and we have our forecast, which is here. Okay. Do I have evidence of my forecast? Yes, I do. The study by scientist Doi. Okay, so according to all the way to symmetrical, what's in direct quotes, that's my evidence. Okay. Next, E1. Did we paraphrase it? Yes, we did. 100% is perfectly symmetrical. So this means that her face is almost perfectly symmetrical. So I just stated in different words what that evidence implied. Okay. Now my E2 is a little bit longer. I'm wondering how many of you got this correct on the first try. Okay. Your evidence evaluation 2 is going to run from symmetry all the way down for the next 2 sentences till extremely high. Okay, so this is where we connect it. Symmetry is a sign of beauty, and the more symmetrical a person's face is, the more beautiful they are considered. Miss Itamoto has an almost perfectly symmetrical face, proving that her beauty assessment measures extremely high. Okay, so right here we connected it. So what if her face is almost perfectly symmetrical? What does this have to do with proving why she's beautiful? And we made that connection here. Okay. And the last sentence, is our anchor, it's the S. From this, we can conclude that Miss Itamoto is indeed beautiful. Okay? What you're going to do right now is you guys are going to start drafting some questions. So right now, for the last part of your assignment, you're just going to come up with 3 questions. Okay? 3 questions from Girl in Translation, any part of the novel. You guys are all done with the novel. You guys are going to come up with 3 questions, okay, that you could use ACES to answer. Okay, and this is going to be due at the beginning of class when you walk in. Okay, till next class. All right, so 3 questions that you could answer with ACES from Girl in Translation. Okay, see you guys soon.